So before we start this video, I just wanted to make a little disclaimer, and that is this video is only for educational purposes, and that myself and South University do not hold any responsibility or liability for any injuries that occur outside this project. So please perform at your own risk. To briefly go over about my patient, the phase of rehab that he is in right now would be mid-protection phase. And the diagnosis for him is total knee replacement. The purpose of the exercise I'm going to be having him do is to strengthen the muscles as well as the ligaments around the knee joint, so that hopefully all of those strong components will hold in the knee together, and that it will help him with any ADLs, and that he wouldn't be very prone to injuries. The type of exercises that I'm going to have him do would be TRX squat on an unstable surface or platform, and then the second one would be a goblet squat holding onto a dumbbell on a Bosu ball. Hello, my name is Tong Nguyen, and I'm still a physical therapist assistant, and today I'm going to be working with you. And before we start, can I get your name, please?
My name is Paul.
Paul, do you have any nickname you would like to go by?
Michael.
Michael, okay. Today I'm going to be having you do quite a little bit of, hard work, hard exercises, but I think you can manage them.
Okay.
All right. So before we get started onto the exercise, I usually have him do warm up like 5 to 10 minutes before the exercises. So that would be some light dynamic stretching, as well as doing body weight squats, or he can do walking lunges to kind of get those muscles warmed up and be ready for work. So after my patient has properly warmed up, I'm going to be having him do something that's called TRX. So I'm going to be doing a voiceover for this demonstration video because it was very hard to hear. So I'm going to have Mike stand on a, let's call it a modified Bosu ball. And then I'm going to have him grab onto the TRX band. His stance is shoulder width apart. So he's going to be using the TRX band as a support. But we're still using that unstable Bosu ball to challenge his balance. And then I'll instruct him to bend at the hip while holding onto the TRX band and gradually lower himself as if he was going to sit back into the chair in a slow, controlled manner while keeping his chest up. And he should feel his quads, his glutes, as well as his hamstring all working while he's doing this exercise, as well as the erector spinae. So basically the entire posterior chain. And I will have him do 5 reps for demonstration purposes. And I'll also gauge how he's doing. We don't want pain. So it's going to show us 5 reps with good form and technique. His knee should not cave in. His hip is slightly at or below knee level. And we're adding in the unstable component to make the exercise a little bit harder. And this exercise is good for the knee joint and just strengthening all of the structures that support the knee. You would do this exercise for 3 sets of 10. To the next exercise. So after Mike has performed a TRX squat, I can have him progress to doing a squat without holding onto the TRX band, kind of like make it more challenging. So this is basically a progression from the TRX squat, and here I'll have Mike stand on the modified Bosu ball. Stance is shoulder width apart and arms out in front for stability. And then I gradually tell him to bend at the hip. So same instruction as before. Instead of holding onto the TRX, I would just tell him to kind of pretend you're sitting back onto a chair. And then I would gauge how he's doing. And in his case, he exercised the day before, so he's a little tight for the demonstration today. So this would be a way to progress to the TRX squat, and he would just be doing 3 sets of 10. And he'll do it for about 3 times a week. So the next exercise I'm going to be having Mike do is called goblet squats, and this exercise is basically a squat on a Bosu ball. I'm going to hand him a weighted ball. It's about 50 pounds, which is manageable. And then I'm going to have him pull onto this ball and then squat down on that unstable platform right there. Right? So let's go ahead and have you position for me. ball properly. And now I'm going to hit it. A weight ball that is about 15 pounds. And I'm going to stand by his side just for safety purposes. Go ahead, and I want you to hold the ball close to your body as much as possible. I want you to keep your abs tight as your lower is down. How's that? About 3 sets of 10 reps. Okay, so that was a brief review of the exercise program that I came up for Mike here. How did you feel those exercises?
It's difficult, but I got it.
Okay, and do you have any questions for me?
How often should I do it?
About 3 times a week. It'll be good to strengthen the muscles as well as the ligaments, any supporting structures around his knee joint and the left knee specifically, so that he can get stronger, hopefully get better in the future.